So hello guys, you're all welcome back to my channel. My name is Oge. If you're new here, you're welcome. And for my old subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for your support. In this channel, I create study content, I create visa content, I share my lifestyle here in Austria. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about parenting. If I have received like 70%, 100% of questions, 70 comes from parenting in Austria. And today I want to share my personal experience as I have lived here for over years and I have 2 children. I'm going to be sharing my personal experience with my children. So if you're interested, stay tuned. My daughter came home one day and she was like she looked so worried. And I'm this type that always want to know, ask her how her day went every day she comes back from school. So she said she wants to, I asked her, how was your day? She said, not good. I said, okay, what happened? She said she wants to change the color of her hair, the texture. She wants to have a straight hair. She wants to change her name. She wants to change her color and so many other things that she said. I said, okay. I called her Mama. Now ask her, Mama, can we talk about that? She said yes. So as I was watching her, I said, okay, what happened? She said she does not like her name. Her friends does not like it. She wants the type of the hair the friends have. She wants the type of name the friends have. She wants her color to be like her friends. I said, okay. I said, where is it coming from? Do you just suddenly did not want your hair to look like how it used to look, or want your hair to look like how it used to look? Say, what happened? Can you please tell me what happened? She started explaining everything to me. Before now, I have found it very difficult, extremely difficult to handle this, my daughter that I'm talking about. That's my first daughter. I was using the Nigerian mentality, the way I was raised. You know, as a Nigerian, as a child I was raised in Nigeria, I was given instructions. I've never had this opportunity of dialogue like we do here now, or like I do with my children. Whatever you want to do, your parents will give you instruction. My parents will give us instruction on what to do. So there's no area of dialogue. Do you want this? No, it is a straight instruction. But finding myself here is a totally different thing altogether. And when I gave birth to my first child, being that I don't know anything about parenting and everything, I was stressing. I found it very difficult to actually know how to pass my message rightly to her without harassing her, without making her feel bad. And it was very, very difficult. It got to an extent that when I come to pick her in school, she would just be looking at me. She would not even do as if she have seen me. And I felt very bad. I started working on researching on what can I do, trying so many things to pass across my message without letting her feel that I'm bullying her or I'm doing something wrong. So this is how I got to, or we get to where we are today. We are very close. There's nothing she cannot tell me as I'm talking to you. Why I'm explaining this thing in detail is that most of you have asked me, how do you take care of your kids in Austria when you bring them? Especially when you know that not only Austria, in abroad, parenting is not easy. It's difficult. It's not like the way we do it back home. You have to appeal to this child. Personally, this is what I do. I talk to my children's conscience. You know, children here in Austria, you talk to them like an adult. I talk to my daughter as an adult. And to be honest with you, she responds as an adult as well. If you want to bully her, if you want to trash her, she will just ignore you. And what she's doing, she will do it times 100 worse. But if you appeal to her conscience, my own children, this is what I'm telling you, what I've observed, okay? So, sorry that I'm missing the whole thing altogether. I'm just trying to tell you where I was coming from before we get to where we are now. So she started telling me that her friend said that her hair does not look nice, that her skin does not look nice, that her name is not nice. I said, okay. I now asked her, the first question I threw to her, I said, do you know your name? Do you know the meaning of your name? She said, yes, Mama. I said, okay, let me remind you again. Her name is Machuku. That is the beauty of God. And the second one is Chidalo. Thank you, God. I now reminded her the meaning of her name. I now reminded her she's a black child. She's an African child. That she's not an Austrian. She's born, and by passport, by birth, she's an Austrian, but by birth, she's a Nigerian. I now started explaining so many things to her. I told her that she's a queen. That when she go to school, she should check the way her hair looks, the way she looks, that she's looking different. She's unique. I asked, after trying to explain so many, she now came and hugged me. She said, Mama, thank you. Mama, I now ask her again, those of your friends, do you know when you get to school tomorrow, ask them the meaning of their own name. Okay? So at the end of everything, she was so happy. Why I'm explaining this thing to you guys is the way we take care of our children back in Africa is not the way Austrians take care of their children here. As in, not Austrians per se, the law will make you not to go through that way, because when you go through that way, it will be bullying. If the child reports you in school, the next thing is that they will come and pick that child here if there's evidence to prove that that child is not well taken care of. So you have to find, before you bring any child here, make sure that you're very close to that child. Make sure that it's a child that listens to you when you talk to him or her. If it is the opposite, leave that child back home. Because when you come here, it will be a very big problem for you. I'm talking to you from experience. I've not had that experience, but I have friends that have such experience. But when you can be able to communicate to your children or to your child, he or she respects you, he or she trusts you, he or she obeys you, two of you communicate as you understand each other, then you don't have a problem. What you need to do here is, when you people come here, keep telling the child his or her background. Remind that child that where she or he is coming from, your culture. You have to present and keep portraying to the child. And show the child love. Make sure you take care of the child. Let her or him look good. Buy them clothes, buy them shoes. I'm not saying you should go out of your way and start taking care of your children. No, that's not what I'm saying. But you don't allow your child to go to school with a torn clothes, with dirty clothes, when people see him or her, he or she will look tattered. Don't allow it. Okay? Try your best. Okay? If you are close to that child, when he or she comes here, you will not have problem, because everything they are doing, when he comes back or when she comes back, she will tell you. Then you guide the child. Most of the things they say that they taught them in school, the teachers, from my experience, it's not even the teachers, it's their friends. That's how they get so many informations they have. My daughter now, she knows the police number, she knows the fire service number, almost all the numbers that are important in Austria. They know that. They are being taught about that in school. That one. So you be careful, and no matter how busy you are, make sure that you make time for those children. Immediately they come back from school, take time to ask them questions. Check their body. Every day if I'm watching my children, I check their body. Whatever, anything that happens, I will know when it happens and how it happens, to be on a safe side. Okay? So parenting in Austria is not difficult, but neither is it easy, because you're only here with your husband. You're taking care of you and your husband are taking care of those children alone. So you have to do more. It requires a lot. Okay? It requires a lot. So I don't know if I have made any point, but this is my own personal experience. Presently, I don't have issues with them, because I have learned how to walk along with them. I have learned what works for them, and I'm using it for them. And I'm praying to God that it continues. Hopefully, it continues that way. And my prayer is that for all of us that come here, that will not lose our children to government, because it's not easy to raise a child here. At the end of everything, the government will come and take them. Any child that is stubborn back home, don't bring that child. I suggest don't bring that child here, because when the child comes here to take care of him or her, it will be very stressful for you. Okay? You better still leave him or her when she's 18 or 21. You can bring the person. That's my own personal suggestion. Okay? So having said that, you don't have to have fear, to start fearing. No. All you need to do is to find out what works for you and your child. You don't need to do whatever every other person is doing with their own children or with their own family. No. Find out what works with that child. If you have 5 or 3 or 2, find out what works with them individually and keep making sure that you do things that make them happy. Respect them. It's not like back home, it's only children that respect parents. No, if you respect them, they know that you respect them. Because how I treat my own children, I ask, where have I gone wrong? That's the first question I normally ask my 2 children. They will say, Mama, no, you've not done anything wrong. It's okay, why are you doing this? So my own is I appeal to their conscience and they understand it. If immediately I go through this way, most of them will just be calm, 2 of them. So this is what I have for you. Hopefully you find it helpful. And I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video with family and friends, give it a thumbs up, because this is the only thing that will encourage me to create more videos like this. Every other person is sleeping, but I'm making video. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.